Hello. So if you would like a general mermaid message, please do let me know. You can choose from one of these decks. We have Oracle of the Mermaids. This one is by Lucy Cavendish, and then Magical Mermaids and Dolphins from Durian Virtue. Oops. If you would like a card, let me know. Sure, me Anna. Just give me one moment. I'm just trying to grab my PayPal link in case somebody wants to do a donation. Hi, Ebony. Um, I'll just get it from my email. So just give me a moment and pick which one of these decks you would like for me to pull your message from. We have Oracle of the Mermaids by Lucy Cavendish and Magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virtue. What I'm doing at the moment is just grabbing my PayPal link in case somebody wants to. Okay. I'm coming, y'all. I just wrong thing. Okay. Okay. So I got that done. So Nee Anna, you said you wanted one from Oracle of the Mermaids, which is this one. Um, my connection might be a little slow because I do have a video uploading, so it does that when I'm doing multiple things at once. So if I get your message, if I'm not responding right away, it's because I've received your message yet. So what this is just a general mermaid message. It can possibly answer any questions you might have presently in your mind, but it may not. It is just general. These things could be coming up or possibly just something that is presently in your energy. Possibly something that Spirit wants you to focus on at the moment. So. Okay, so Deanna, you have card number 10. The numbers can mean something, but they might not. And it's honor the masculine, and the keywords are respecting men, embracing the masculine, divine, and what that can be about is possibly maybe you're involved, you have certain people in your energy that kind of seem like they can handle everything. um, they appear to be very strong, but they're actually not. What this is saying is, even though a man should maybe possibly be strong, that's just what society wants you to think. It is saying that it is okay for a man to kind of be, I guess, sad. And also, this is telling you to look on your, focus on your masculinity as well. We as women don't only have to be feminine. This could also be telling you to venture out into something that a woman would normally not do. So whether that's a job or going out for a certain career path, something in general. So I feel more so for you, it's about doing something that a woman would not normally do, something that is known around the world for men to do than women. So I hope that made sense. I did try to explain that to the best of my ability. Um, so, Phyllis, which one would you like me to pull from? I have Oracle of the Mermaids by Lucy Cavendish, and Magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so Oracle of the Mermaids. I kind of get lost because they are both Oracle decks, so okay. I mean, it says Oracle on the each Oracle of the Mermaids, but they both are Oracle decks. So I'm shuffling for you. I hope my connection isn't slow. I think it is. I do have a video uploading, a pick a card reading video, so it's likely why it's being slow. Leanna, I'm hoping you understood that card. I feel like for you, it's about you going out to do something that a woman would not normally do, pretty much. I'm on two different devices, so that may also be another reason. Because I can't do the typing on my phone. I'm doing the video on my phone at the moment, this time, and then um, I'm doing the chat with the laptop at the same time. So that could very well be another reason. So if you're new and would like a card, please let me know which one of the two that you would like for me to pull from. I'm hoping she understood that. Okay. I dropped a couple. And one more. Okay, so Phyllis, you have an in, but it may not. You have the Making Love Erotica. So, I feel like this is about having a deeper connection with a certain person, or possibly it could just be a way of telling you to have some self care for yourself, possibly, and treat yourself like you would as if you were making love to someone. That could be what it is. But I feel like for you, this is more so about self-love, but it can relate to relationships with other people. So, yeah. And also possibly using different products, like changing the, yeah. It can also, it could be about like changing certain, I guess, feminine products, like, I don't know. I feel like there's a need for you to switch over a certain product um, and get a new one. I don't know what that's about at the moment, but okay. So I use, I'm not sure what that is. Sure. Um, yeah, I don't, it might not be feminine related, Phyllis. It could be about any type of product, but for that specific card, I felt like it was something like something that you would indulge yourself in, like some type of lotion or something. I feel like you may need to change that product or the brand you're using. But overall, that is a card about deeper connection, so it could be just with yourself, or taking more time for yourself or somebody else, or taking time to be with another person. But overall, I feel like it's got something to do with self-love. Okay, Ebony, I'm going to go. So, with the donation, you can either get a message from both decks, or you can ask a specific. Now, I am going to give you a general message anyway. Those are free, but you can get an extra one for the donation from the other deck, and or a specific question. So the two decks are Oracle of the Mermaids by Lucy Cavendish and Magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virtue. So those are your choices, but since you made a donation, you can get um, a card from both plus a question. Ebony, are you still here? Okay. So just a question, and which deck would you like your general message from? Because I'm going to do the general message first. You're not paying for the general message. What you're paying for is just the question. Okay. Mm, Phyllis, what are you sorry about? I'm kind of confused. Ebony, which deck are you wanting me to pick from? Oh, that's fine. But no, Ebony, which deck are you wanting me to choose from? Like between one of these two right here. What I said towards the end about your product, Ebony, was that I feel like there's a certain product you're using that you're indulging. No, 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 no. Ebony, no. I'm going to focus on your general message first and then answer your question. I'm asking you which deck do you want your um, message pulled from? The mermaid decks. And, okay. Um, Let me tell her what I was trying to tell her earlier. Phyllis, if you're still in here, what I was saying was that I felt like there was along with you needing to show more deeper person, I felt like there's a certain product you needed to switch over or change. It's the product you're using quite often. I feel like it could be a feminine product, but it doesn't have to be. It could also be like a lotion or something. I feel like you need to change that. Um, it's a feeling. I'm not sure exactly what it is though. So okay, I see it, Ebony. I was finishing Phyllis because she had, for some reason, she got disconnected earlier. But I'm about to do your general message first, and then I'm gonna do your specific question. You're welcome. Okay, so Ebony, now I'm going to do yours. So this one is by Dorian Virtue. Oops. So I do also have a pick a card reading that is being uploaded. Um, yeah, I want to talk about that. Um, you can, but I may rather use a different deck for that. But it's possible that it can answer your questions. So I'll uh, I'm using my natural abilities anyway, but some decks are more appropriate for certain situations. But yeah, I can if that's what you want me to do. Yeah, I'm just okay. So my pick a card reading that I have some or downloading at the moment. That is somebody calling me. Some people are probably going to take offense to it or feel like I'm rude, and that wasn't my intention. So it is with the pick a card video I had, did a discussion about why you don't want to rush a reader for a reading. So if anybody watches that, it was not to be harmful or disrespectful. It was to benefit not me, but clients and future clients. Okay. So this is your general mermaid message, Ebony. And yeah, I just felt the need to say that because I know some people are going to take it the wrong way. Um, so yeah, this is your general message. Ebony, it is watch your thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. So this is what I tell people a lot. You create your desire, your fears when you are constantly thinking about your fears and what you don't want to happen. You are manifesting that. So if whatever you're trying to manifest, you can't go into it with a negative mindset. You're gonna have to switch over your way of thinking in order to get what you are wanting. Because if you don't and you continue to say, I'm not going to have this, it's not going to happen for me, I've been waiting for so long, the more you keep like interrogating your thoughts in a negative way, the more negative you're going to receive. So this is about switching your thoughts over. So that's your general message. And your question, you said, is your work environment going to become better? I believe is what you said. Let me go up and look. Um, and I believe my connection is slow. Because, yeah, will your work, or is your work environment going to become better? So that is what I'm answering for you now. hard to kind of think a certain way because we really can't control our thoughts, but there are ways we can kind of get out of our heads, even just a little. So I'm doing your question now. You requested this deck, so I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. So for your question, you have ready, set, go. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. So regarding whether or not your work environment is going to become better, I get a yes, but I feel like that's going to be based upon certain actions that you make. Um, I don't know if you're thinking about changing jobs or something. Whatever it is you're thinking regarding the job, whatever it is positive you're wanting from it, it's gonna come from it. Or possibly if you're wanting a new job, this is telling you that that's coming to you. Whatever it is you're wanting is gonna come to you. Like it's based upon certain actions that you will make. But yeah, I do get a yes overall. It's just about changing the way you think as well as kind of acting on the situation. Um, I feel like you kind of stay quiet about certain things. Um, like in certain situations at work, and I know you don't want like drama or anything, but sometimes, eh, and, I'm not saying like, but like if, like standing your ground more and kind of standing up for yourself a bit more. And you don't have to fight anybody to do that. There's a way around it. But yeah, I do feel like that's a yes. So if you are new and would like a card, please let me know, and I will pull one for you from, where's the deck? The one of the two decks. We have Magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virtue on the right, and on the left is Oracle of the Mermaids by Lucy Cavendish. If you would like a specific question, that would be for a donation or booking a reading. Now, I will have free Q&As again. I just only really do that when Spirit is really getting on my nerves to do it. So, um, yeah. I will get back to them later. I don't know if you can actually hear my phone ringing while I'm on live because I'm in. Um, Both of my sisters have called. You're welcome. It doesn't show how many people are in here, so it literally says 0 people, but I'm talking to you, so that cannot be true. Um, but yeah. We'll call them back. I don't know. Probably maybe about 25 minutes. I figured they would call right when I'm in the middle of something. you're still here, we can have a discussion about something. Um, there's now somebody in here, but I don't know. I think it might be my connection, as it only shows one person, but it's like two, maybe three people in here. Which deck would you like me to pull for Mermaids and Dolphins from Doreen Virtue and Oracle of the Mermaids by Lucy Cavendish? Whoops. Yeah, because it just, I'll just type what I was asking you. Um, is it doing okay now? Because I did notice that it disconnected my phones and then it reconnected me. I probably should have uploaded the video after. Okay. Yeah, I'm using two different devices, so it's likely that that's probably it. And then I've got the internet running on in every which way as possible. It's on my phone, the computer, and also I'm watching, I think, something on Netflix. I don't know what it was, but um, let me see what deck I feel drawn to pick for you, since you just want me to pick. Um, so I'll go with Magical Mermaids and Dolphins, and that's this one right here. Brother and Virtue. I have already shuffled, so. Okay. So, Melly Mercy, hopefully you can hear me. You have accept heaven's help. So get out of the way and let heaven help you. So pretty much just let anything, and don't rush something or force yourself into it. So yeah, that's your general message. Um, Whoever you pray to, God or angels or whoever, or even if you don't pray, maybe it's time for you to start, and just accept the universe's help and not try to do everything yourself. Also, you may have some loved ones trying to send you messages as well. So I hope that made sense to you. Okay. That may be a message from him. Hmm. Yeah. Some numbers are meaning different things, but if you have been seeing that since he's passed, then it's probably something from him. And I do feel like really quick that it is something with a number and count of something. I don't know what it is. It could be people or something. And there goes a smoke alarm again. Um, yeah, possibly. Anything probably involving the number two, whether it's about two people, uh, like generally two people. Number two can also be about partnership, yes, a romantic partnership. So he might be trying to send you a message regarding that. But pretty much whatever it comes to mind first is more than likely what it's about. Um, so what does his name start with, if you don't mind me asking? Because I'm getting something, but I want to confirm that first. I'm not trying to tap into that, but sometimes spirit takes me there anyway. It could be first, middle, or last name. Mm, I feel like it's a D name, or this also could be somebody that he associated with, or a family member, or maybe somebody else died before him that you know, that is sending a message through him. It's a D name. If it's not him, somebody else that he knows that is either deceased or they're possibly living. If you are still here, because he keeps saying zero people are in here, but there was people talking, so I don't understand. Melly Mercy, are you still here? Or Mealy Mercy? I don't think I've ever said your name right, and I do apologize. Oh, hey, Ebony. I didn't know anybody was still here. I've been talking to Mealy Mercy, but I guess she ended up leaving. I did. It's a good idea to kind of stick around a little bit after even a general connection, because sometimes I do end up picking up more and I do have to tell you. Um, so yeah, I think she did stick around. She said she had a bad connection, so that could be why. But I picked up on something for her. Um, I don't know if she's still here, but um, so Ebony, would you um like to ask me like general questions, like more spiritual questions? Yeah, more than likely throughout the video, I'll get a few more people. Um, it usually fills up like through before I even hit the hour mark, but it's like later on down the line before we have a lot of people at once. So at the first beginning of it, it's always just people popping in and out. You do kind of miss out on connections when you just get the general card and leave, because sometimes on some people's energy, I end up going further. Um, yeah, she might, but by the time she comes back, I may not no longer have this energy on me. Like I don't have it on me now. I can remember what I said possibly, but as far as the connection still going, it's already cut off because he's went back to whatever he was doing on the other side. So the energy is more stronger when you are in the chat room. So if I do messages, I don't really do them while somebody is not present in the room, because the energy is not as strong when they're not in here. And the message that I give for you, if you're not in here, could possibly resonate with somebody else's energy. So I try not to do the messages if you're not in here. Um, yeah. Mm, um, not often, no. It's very, very seldomly. And I definitely do not try to do it for the general messages, but um, The last time I did a mediumship type of connection was yesterday, and on a paid reading from someone, and whoever came through for them during the connection, they powered off my computer while I was typing. It went off for a second and then it came right back on, and it hasn't been doing that. They will do to let you know that they're there. But yeah, even if you ask about somebody, um, I really wish I can get that fixed. Even if you ask about somebody, I'm not 100% guaranteed to pick up on that energy. Ask about somebody that's passed on, because that type of question, it works a little bit differently. So it's either they want to come through, turn people down for mediumship, because I can't connect to everybody, and no one can actually. So, and if they say they can, well, they're lying. I'm gonna be honest. Now, it's possible to have a stronger connection, but you're not gonna really be able to connect with everybody realistically. In a fantasy world where people um, make us out to be one thing or put us all into one box, that's how it probably would be. But in real life, we're not, a psychic is not supposed to know everything, nor can they connect to everybody. I do have some regular here, probably more than likely when I get ready to leave. Because right when I'm trying to leave, a few people end up popping in. Throughout, you have people that pop in, they'll just pop in and glance and then they'll leave. And that's okay, but if anytime you order a reading from me and you would like to request a specific deck, but sometimes yes. As far as the pendulum goes, I have to get that replaced because I have somebody broke it for one, and then after it got broken, it was just a chain that broke. So I do have to replace it, but they're not really expensive, so it'll be easy for me to replace. Probably Friday when I get paid. But yeah, it's not necessary to meditate every time before reading, because sometimes your energy could already be grounded. Um, what I do try to do though is I might say a prayer before the reading and let spirit guides know that these messages are coming from them, angels, and God through me, and that's what I want them to come from, and I want them to come from a place of peace. Um, um, Shuffle. I think that's about it. For pendulums or for decks? I think you told me a while back that you had a tarot deck. Yeah. I mean, either way, you can never have enough pendulums or decks. Trust me. I have my collection to some people probably won't be big for somebody that's been doing it for, but or doing the cards for a while anyway. But to me, that's a lot of decks. I have about 40 something. I might have more than that. I've lost count and I haven't counted them in a while. Um, oh, okay. But yeah, my uh, have tarot, but I'm more prone to use oracle because I mean it's a difference, but it's not a difference at the same time because they both can work for the same thing. People just don't think to use them in that way. I do apologize if I keep sniffling because I've got something stuck in the roof of my mouth and I don't know what it is. Oh, these the magical mermaids and dolphins. I don't know why I keep forgetting the title. This is a deck I have not used in a while. I've had it since the very beginning of me starting a deck collection. But yeah, these are oracle cards. What is that? Tarot is a lot more harsher than angel cards. But what people don't get, some people don't answer questions with oracle because they feel like it's just a message to wrap up, and you can wrap up a reading with it. But anything you can do with a tarot deck, you can do with an oracle deck. They just have different systems, but I use them anyway, any old way. But yeah, this the mermaids, the one that I pulled from, if that's the one you're referring to. Um, that's the backs of them. I have not did a review or a full flip through of this yet. I tried to at one point, discarded it. Like them, it's, for some reason I just haven't. I wasn't using them back out slowly. So if you are new and would like a card, please let me know. Yeah, Doreen Virtue has a lot of decks that you would probably like. I know a lot of people don't care for her because of her religion, I guess. But she does have good decks. Which one do you have? I I bought only Doreen Virtue for the first beginning of me collecting. My very first deck was Doreen Virtue. I got a Rider Waite deck and then Doreen Virtue for my very first one. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, but people change. I don't know, people have a hard time with change. The thing is, though, they're acting like her conversion is brand new and it's not because she was always a Christian. She just devoted herself to being a better one, pretty much. In her eyes, she wasn't doing what God wanted her to do, I guess. And um, Yeah. But she is actually still doing decks. They're just gonna be even more Christian like, which I don't have a problem with because I am a Christian, but I feel like even if I weren't, I would still like her decks. Uh, I think I know that one if I see it, but I've never heard. I don't think I've heard that title. Guardian Angel. That's definitely one that I probably don't have. Um, but yeah, I also have a medium ship deck. It's with Doreen Virtue and Radley. No, it's not. James Van Prague, I think. Um, but I do have a couple of decks that Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine did together. I can't think of the names. It's Angel Answers, Fairy Tarot, and I want to say it's one more, but I can't put my finger on it. So what about Lenormand? Do you like Lenormand? Lenormand are cards that are blank. They have a picture on them or some type of picture, but they don't have words on them. If you're in here, if you can, do you see how many people are in here right now, or how many it shows you? I'll be back for. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go grab a Lenormand deck to show you. It is the only one. Okay, that's probably that could be somebody else because it's giving me the opposite number that it's giving you. It says 0 on my end, so it could be you, but it's also possible that there's another person and they're just not saying anything. Um, so I have this is my only Lenormand deck. It wasn't my first choice for Lenormand, because it was so it's fairy oracle cards Lenormand. So Lenormand is a book, so you don't have to worry about making up meanings or anything. It's mean they're not blank, but they don't have words on them. Just refer to the book. So that's the back, and I did do a full flip through of that as well. I think. Um, this is what Lenormand is. So it has a number on it and some pictures, but there is no word. And then let me see. So yeah. Mm, Yeah, that's just a few of them, but that is what one is. I want it. Um, to me, yeah, but it's not a bad idea to see what the, and this goes for even decks that have words and stuff on them. Let me see what that was. Um, but yeah, I feel like you should get to know the creator's intent and look up their meanings, but you don't have to have them. Again, I follow intuition. It may not actually be what it means for every single person. Uh, Let me see what, I'm gonna look in the book and see what that card was, because I think it's the heart. It says in the book that it's the heart, number 24. Whoops. But yeah, I think I have, yeah, I do have one, full flip through of that on my channel somewhere. I think it's Fairy Norman Oracle cards. So I wait maybe about 10, 15 more minutes, and if I don't have nobody, I'm gonna go ahead and call my sisters, because I'm not sure why they call right after the other. So I am probably gonna have like it'll be a monthly fee, but you get perks with it, and sure. No, um, I'm not sure how to go about it yet, but I think I am gonna do that. Like, it'll be paid subscriptions, but you will get perks with it. Um, but I don't know exactly what I'm doing with that at the moment, so it'll probably be a while before I put that out. Um, I'm just trying to come up with new ways to kind of not only help people, but I gotta find another way to kind of bring some more. I'm not making a whole lot, so. So if you're new and would like a card, please let me know. The general mermaid messages are free. I think this is my connection, because It says now one on my phone anyway. On my laptop it says one, so I believe I think it might just be you, but previously it did show zero on my computer and phone, and it ended up. But I'm sure by now, if somebody else is in here, probably would have said something. Yeah. And even if, though you were in here, it was saying zero. So but it's saying one now. I think when it says zero, that you are in here. But when the number one pops up, somebody else may have came in here. But they're being extra quiet. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just, well, if it's on your end too, I don't know if my connection would affect yours and my end of the screens. I don't know. People in here by now, so yeah. I think I've literally only given out 3 cards so far. Um, if you are new and would like a card, please let me know. It is a general mermaid message. It is free. However, for a reading, a full reading, or specific questions, I am taking donations. So somebody else just came in here, and now it says zero. It said two, and then it says zero. If that's just my connection. The number two showed up on my end. So I guess somebody, yeah. It's now saying zero now. Oh my God. On my end. Oh my God. I'm guessing most people aren't really into mermaids. But because if I were to say free yes or no questions, trust me, the room will be full. I've done that before. I think you were in here when I did that. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But let's say if I were to put that in there, they would definitely be here. Two free, definitely be in here. I'm surprised though not to see a few of the other regulars though, because they like the generals too. Mm, I don't know. Mm, so anxiety because I'm not feeling it, but however, my guides are constantly asking me to ask you about that at the moment. So, yes, it could, if there is somebody else in the room, it could possibly be, but you're the only one that I'm seeing talking, so it's more than likely you. No, it's not because again, there probably is somebody else in here because it's giving me all different. Hmm. Mm. And then it just said one, and now it's back to zero. Oh my God. Yeah. Unfortunately, you got happening in the church. So, um, Bible at home and play. Yeah, they're not happy with something within them. So of course they gotta feel like they have to make somebody else feel miserable. They got nothing better to do but talk about something else and probably making stuff up. It's hard to worry about, but I guarantee you that they don't want. I guarantee you that they don't want you or want anybody doing that to them. So I had stopped in the middle of that sentence because I had got a name. Who do you know that is? Who was Tiffany? Huh? That was weird. Now I normally don't really remember names people give me or anything. I was asking you, who is Tiffany? I had got a Tiffany name. I had stopped in the middle of my sentence and when I was saying that I can guarantee you that they don't want you doing it to them, talking behind their back. I had stopped because my guy said something about, hmm, I don't know what that's about. Um, that's kind of odd that just happened. It's not odd, but sometimes I keep I don't remember what I said, but it probably wasn't important. I kept asking myself who's Tiffany, so that's probably what you heard. Um, it has been a while since you have did a reading with me, so I did not remember that name. The name just came to me. I don't remember hardly. No, I can remember the client's name, possibly their when you're asking about the siblings and stuff, or your partners or their names, I'm not really gonna remember that. Um, yeah, I'm just saying because some people will say you probably remembered that from a reading. No, I don't. I don't really. I mean, I can. It depends, but right now, just now, I did not remember that name. I do remember you asking about your sister, but I don't like. Like I can remember the clients' names, but when they're asking about other people, the person they're asking about, I'm not gonna remember their name until you refresh my memory. Well, I'm not sure what it was about though. Um, Tiffany, Tiffany, what was it? It's possible that she is going through anxiety currently too. Um, I don't know why all of a sudden that spirit decided to do that. That's interesting. Well, I do feel like there's something like heavily on her mind. I don't know what it is, but do let her know or kind of maybe check in on her and like ask. You don't necessarily have to ask her if anything's wrong, but just check on her. Like I don't feel nothing bad. I just feel like she's overthinking about something. That's strange. I still surprise myself when I do that. Now, I wouldn't get used to that because I'm not always able to give you an exact name. Sometimes it is just initials. You are, if I pick up on a whole full name and I'm not doing no guesses, I'm not doing any remembering from the reading, I can promise you that. Um, you won't believe how many readings I've had to do recently and still have more to get in. So, um, okay. Um, yeah, and that's another thing I second guess myself because I want to say work or every time I second guess myself, I end up being right. Yeah. Mm, no, I kind of just still surprise myself because, like, some of the time I don't forget that I have abilities, but it's like me picking up on a full name of somebody that it doesn't come rarely, no, but I shock myself sometimes. And you would think I would be used to it by now, but I'm not. Um, but yeah, if psychic ever like remembers your reading full on, um, that's like I don't know how to explain it, but you probably will notice if a reader is like remembering your situation on what you told them. I don't know how many clients, and they all ask about different people. So if I tell anybody a name, it's because I'm really picking up on it. I'm not guessing. Well, maybe, but I'm not, making it up, and I'm definitely not going back and looking at readings. Most of the readings I do delete after a certain time period. But if your but if I just got done with your so in case you didn't, I can resend it to you. But normally after days or even the same day, I go ahead and delete it. I don't know. Some people you have to explain that to because they'll be like, "You only know that name because I told you about it one day." But yeah, I know I'm repeating myself, but that's what a few other people would have thought if they were in here. Um. So I'll post my readings on YouTube instead of. I can if you want, but I have the last promo that I made through Psychic Bitch. That name is so weird to say sometimes. But the last promo I did through there, which was recently, I your feed to place it on video. Like say you're wanting the 5 questions for 10:05. Um, you would pay that plus $5.99 if you would want to get it transferred to video. And I'm doing that because um, while the videos don't take that much time, I am talking the reading out, so it does kind of use more energy when I'm doing it that way. Um, yeah. Yeah, then I wasn't charging extra for that when I was doing yours. At the time, I was doing that because I was having technical difficulties and it was very, very annoying to do readings on my phone. I've been borrowing my parents' laptop for a while, so that's why I've even been able to do the lives most of the time. But now I possibly could do live YouTube reading for somebody, but for it to be live, that would probably be a bit pricey because I don't know. But for the $5.99 extra plus the service that you're that's so say you want 5 questions 10:05, you just pay 10:05 for that reading, and then if you want the video or want me to put it on video, it's just $5.99 extra. And I also do video readings on that app I was telling you about. Well, we all do on the app. If you are new there, you get free um, credits. So I have somebody at the door, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it, but I'll be back later on probably.